Catwomen of the Moon. There's really not a lot more I need to say, is there? Catwomen of the Moon is one of those quickie sci-fi flicks of the 50s meant to be played at a drive-in where no one is paying attention to anything. At least that's what I'm hoping, because this movie is positively goofy. This is the kind of movie where you're launched into space, strapped down loosely to a bunk bed. Where the first thing you do when you arrive in space is to check your hair and makeup.
In space. We made it. Oh, brother.
Where there's a locker room in the basement of your ship, where you can just steer your rocket ship in any old direction you want at a moment's notice, even just spinning around like an idiot.
We've dumped it. Nice work, Laird.
Where you bring a gun with you on the moon, even though science tells you it'll never work there.
Well, I know one thing that goes with me. This. Where there's oxygen, there can be life. And where there's life, there's death.
There you go again, Kip. Why is it that the unknown always frightens people? Why can't we expect love and friendship instead of death?
I'm all for love and friendship, but I worry.
Where an ancient civilization of women living in a palace on the dark side of the moon have tricked the female member of the crew into bringing the men there so they can kill them and steal the ship. Where dopey men fall in love with moon women just because they're wearing black stockings. I could go on, but I won't. At least the film is short. Catwomen of the Moon gets, well, 1 star out of 5, and that's probably being generous. I could have gone higher if the women were actually hotter. And I bet you can use that phrase in a number of different circumstances.